Star Fox hasn't been touched with for a while. Oh, yes! I love this game. This is my favorite 4-player minigame of this entire game. Probably even my favorite game of this entire game. It's called Lift Leapers, and it's Mario platforming. That's basically what it is. Leap over chasms and between moving lifts to reach the goal. Whoever reaches it first wins. Move, jump. I love this game. I really do. This is definitely my favorite minigame. It's a tribute to my favorite type of video game, platforming. Not just platforming, though. Mario platforming. Oh, crap. I apparently suck at Mario platforming. Which actually reminds me of something I kind of felt like talking about. I was looking through the comments of one of my videos recently. It was for the last main video of my Super Mario Land 2 Let's Play. And, like, I mentioned in that video that the last level was probably one of the hardest Mario levels I've ever seen in video game history, not counting ROM hacks. And then someone had the nerve to post a comment saying, "You think this level's hard? You suck at video games." And, like, you know, just for fun, I responded to the comment saying, "Well, just out of curiosity, what do you think is the hardest level in Mario games?" And then, like, the guy made a comment that said, "Well, the entirety of Super Mario Bros., the first Mario Bros. Game, and then also the Penguin Race from Super Mario 64. Now, I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with Super Mario Land 2's final level, but it is pretty difficult. Like, it is. There's a lot of precision jumps, and there's a lot of obstacles, and it's also a very long level with no midway point. So, it is legitly a hard level. And the Penguin Race, I mean, it might be a little tricky at first, but, I mean, as soon as you get a feel for the slide, which honestly doesn't take you that long, it's really not that hard. So yeah, when I saw that comment, I was just kind of, what? Like, literally. I don't know. Post what you guys think in the comments section below. I mean, I generally try to be, you know, nice to the opinions of others, but not when they're like that. And, like, I mean, I still even kind of, like, when I responded back to him, like, I still, you know, gave him, you know, somewhat of a respectful comment. I said, well, Super Mario Bros., yeah, it can be kind of hard because of the controls and, you know, the awkwardness that the game controlled with back in those days. And, like, his response back to that was like, oh, controls, that's like the oldest excuse in the book, or whatever. And, like, I was not even, like, saying that against him. I was just, like, you know, I was kind of agreeing with him to an extent, and he thought I was, like, you know, making fun of him, which I wasn't, so after that, I just figured he was a troll, and I blocked him. Not worth talking to trolls. And of course, since I was too busy ranting about that, I failed during Leaf Leapers, which is kind of embarrassing, but I still love that minigame. Keep in mind, I said I loved the minigame. I never said I was really that good at it. Okay, here we have Stage Fright. I think we've played this before. Yes, we have. I hate this game. Not a bad game, it's just kind of bland. I mean, this is pretty much Archer Rival from Mario Party 2, but with the one player trying to avoid everybody, and then the team of 3 trying to hit everybody. It was backwards in the other game. Okay, so I did notice that the stars are actually for 5 coins now, so that is going to be the perfect opportunity to strike, so I am going to use my mushroom. Hopefully I don't get a 2, because that would really suck. Oh, well, that's fine. I meant a 2 for both dice, not for just one. Well, thankfully I got there in time. Well, not in time. Well, yeah, in time. Because if I didn't make it here, then it would be 20 coins next turn. 5 for 25 is a better deal in the long run. And I even have some coins to spare, too. So I can actually go around this block and then maybe get another star with 20. So, since I'm talking about current events and stuff, recently I picked up another DS game. I think I mentioned in my blog that I actually picked up New Super Mario Bros., the original on DS, and played through that last week. It's a very enjoyable game. I forgot how enjoyable it was. It's just, it's definitely inferior, though, to the Wii version. It's very inferior to it, but, you know, it was a nice pick-up and play. I enjoyed it. Ah, crap, we got the worst one. Dark and Crispy. I hate this game. But, yeah, I had a good time playing through that again. And then, this week, I actually picked up another DS game. Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2, March of the Minis. The sequel to the first one that was on the Game Boy Advance. And the one on the Game Boy Advance was actually kind of a... I really don't want to say a tribute, but it was like... based on the Donkey Kong 94, which is one of the games I actually Let's Played. As for that game, I haven't really been enjoying it as much. It's a lot harder, and it's almost completely stylus controlled. And for that type of game, I honestly don't like stylus controls. I prefer, you know, the normal directional pad controls, so... yeah, haven't really been enjoying that much, but I give the game credit in some aspects. Some of the puzzles are actually pretty clever, but I don't know. I just didn't... I'm not a big fan of that game. But at least I gave it a chance, though, because I originally got the game back in, I want to say 2008 or something. No, I think it was earlier than that. I think I got it probably in like 2006 or 5. I really don't remember. And, like, I played the first world, and then put the game down and never played it again until recently, so... I wanted to give the game another chance, since I never really gave it a fair first chance, but... so far, I'm not really that impressed. It's better than a few other DS games, though, I will admit. Probably my least favorite DS game that I have in my collection is probably Mario Hoops 3-on-3. And I know, I'm talking bad about a Mario game here, but... I don't know, I did not like that game. The touch controls, I think, ruined it. It was a very creative game, and I think if they even added directional controls, I would have actually really enjoyed it, but no, it was stylus controlled, and I didn't think it worked very well at all. A lot of people I know said it was pretty good, though, but I disagree, I didn't like it. And another game that I have that I really wasn't fond of is Star Fox Command, which, again, I thought was a great concept, but the controls kind of just ruined it for me. And, like, I'm not against stylus controls at all, I'm not. I mean, for Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, I love the stylus controls for that game. I mean, I think they work really well. But for most DS games, I think that they're just not needed. I think, like, the developers of those games were trying to, you know, use the stylus controls too much when they didn't need to be used. And in a way, I think that almost ruined it. Okay, so it's daytime again, which means stars are worth 20 again. I'm gonna keep on going around this way. And yes, once again, we have a Womp here. You gotta pay 10 coins to pass through the Womp. That's really all you have to do. Nothing incredibly difficult about it. Wario didn't even need to use that golden mushroom. Although he probably didn't want to because he didn't have any coins for the star anyways. So it looks like me and Peach are possibly going to be the biggest rivals in this map. I guess it's appropriate, but still. I do not like playing with Peach. I definitely do not. So I definitely have a dilemma here, because the way I see it, if I get a very low roll next turn, then I could possibly wait around until nighttime, because I do have a sluggish room, and then see if maybe I could get a price that's less than 20 coins. However, the chances are equally good to get a price that's actually more expensive, so I don't know what to do right now. I'll figure it out next turn. Right now, we need to have a snowball fight.